Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Chapter 2, Earthrise is the continuation and the sequel to Transformers War for Cybertron Chapter 1. Cybertron trilogy, chapter 1, Siege. And so let's talk about it. So in this one, the Autobots are on a mission to find. So the Autobots are on a mission to find the old Spark, because the old Spark is lost out in space somewhere, and Megatron and his Decepticons is also trying to get to the old Spark, and the Autobots have to stop Megatron before he gets to the old Spark. And that's all I gotta say, and I'm not giving anything else away. And that's our show. So I've been looking forward to watching this is because I have actually um, I actually did watch Siege when it came out. I did watch because there are only like 6 episodes, and I was like, I'm surprised they only come out with 6 episodes of this. But even though we are coming out with a chapter 3 called Kingdom mostly, well, Kingdom is probably the final chapter of the War for Cybertron trilogy. I guess I really don't know if this is the if Kingdom is the final one. But that's all. So I've been looking forward to watching this because I'm a big fan of I like Earthrise, but I do love Siege. I think this one is more darker than Siege was, but actually Siege was actually darker as well. But this Earthrise is actually more darker. Even though I got some of the Earthrise figures in the background. Um, my only issue, but the only thing I really wanted the show to have is have the Autobots I wanted the Autobots have their Earth forms, like, cause but they don't have it. They just don't have it. They don't have it at all. But but I did watch the trailers, most of the trailers in the show. We were introduced. So if you have not seen the trailer, then I'm not gonna give too much away. If you have seen the, but if you have actually take that back. If you have seen the trailer, if you have not watched the trailer, you can go ahead and watch the trailer or watch the whole entire show because they only have like 6 episodes for Siege and the other one for Earthrise, and I think Kingdom's gonna have like probably like 6 episodes as well, or maybe more episodes than 6 episodes. I don't know, but I really like this one. I like Earthrise, but I think Earthrise is actually better. Is because I really love the adventures, the missions, and I think some of the flashbacks that I'm not gonna spoil for you. You have to watch it though. I'm not gonna give too much away. But in the trailers, if you have seen the trailers. But if you have seen the trailer for this, we were introduced to the Quintessons, we were introduced to Galvatron, we were introduced to Bug Bite, we were introduced to Double Dealer, we were introduced to I think X-Host mostly, because he does look like, I think it is X-Host who's who's a remode of Wheeljack. And that's pretty much it. And also I think that's mostly it. I'm not gonna give too many any characters away, even though we still got Red Alert, Alita One, and Jetfire and Chromia in the show, which is a major plus. I was really happy to actually see them again, and the only thing I actually wanted Peter Cullen to come back as Optimus Prime because I could not stop thinking about Peter Cullen and Frank Walker at all because I really wanted them to come back as Optimus and Megatron and Optimus Prime and Megatron in this show were pretty good. But the voice acting, I just want the voice acting. I wanted the voice acting to have have the union back, bring Peter Cullen back, bring Frank Walker back. If they weren't gonna, like, I understand we had other voice actors who voiced Optimus Prime in the past, probably since Armada, Energon, Cybertron, Robots in Disguise. Well, not Robots in Disguise 2015, the Robots in Disguise of the 2000s. Yeah, from the 2000s. And I understand we had like other voice actors who voiced Optimus Prime since Peter Cullen probably decided to take a break. And I completely understand that Peter Cullen needed a little bit of a break from Optimus for a little while. But I wanted Peter Cullen back as Optimus, period. I wanted Megatron back as, I wanted Frank Walker back as Megatron, period. That's all I gotta say. But I think the voice acting in this one is actually the same thing, same old thing, just like. But I think Bumblebee and Optimus. What I also love about the show is that I think I like the connection between Optimus and Bumblebee as well. And also I love the action sequences. I think the action is great. It does a really good job. It actually does have darkness into it. And Evan, I love And I love the missions when they're trying to find the old spark, trying to figure out where it is. And also in the trailers, we also saw the space bridge portal as well. Um, that we did see in the trailer, that we saw a space bridge portal. That's what I liked about it. And one thing I think also I think in Kingdom, like, we are getting Chapter 3 Kingdom, which we know we are mostly getting more we are getting like most of the other Transformers Kingdom figures into the show that we saw in Beast Wars. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to see Kingdom. Hopefully, I just don't know when I don't know when they're gonna come out with Chapter 3 Kingdom, either next year or 2022. It really, I mean, who knows? I really don't even know when are we gonna get Kingdom on Netflix. It's just really too soon to tell. Even though we are coming out with the Kingdom line as action figures. I mean, for Kingdom, the Kingdom line action figures, we are getting them in stores. Hopefully, maybe like either in January or February. I can't wait to get Optimus Primal, Black Arachnia, Dinobot, and some other Transformers Kingdom toys. And I'm really excited to get I'm also excited to see, get more other Earthrise characters that are also in the Kingdom line as well. That's exciting. So one thing I also like is I also love I also love when they're trying to find the old spark, trying to figure out where it is. But to me, I think to me they're not really trying to find the old spark that well. They're just trying to figure out where the old spark actually is. If you have not watched Siege, I won't spoil it for you. So I'm glad they're on the mission trying to find the old spark, where they're trying to find out where it is. It's gotta be in space somewhere. And I love and I liked all the missions with Alita 1, Red Alert, and Jetfire, or Skyfire, I should say. I'm just going to call him Skyfire, because he wasn't called Skyfire in the G1 cartoon. He was named, not Skyfire, he wasn't named Jetfire, he was named Skyfire. And Chromium I also like the missions between, I also like I do love the missions between when Alita 1 and Jetfire, Chromium, Red Alert were the only Autobots trying to go on the mission, while the Autobots are both in space for like a good while or something. And I think that's mostly it. I didn't want to give any spoilers at all, because if you have not watched the show, you gotta watch it. It's really, really good. I can't wait for Kingdom. This is a short. This is a little bit of a short Netflix review for Transformers: War for Cybertron Chapter 2. Earthrise, which I actually was happy to watch this morning. I also completed all 6 episodes. All morning, I watched all 6 episodes, and I can't wait for Kingdom. I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen in Kingdom, and what's gonna and which new Transformers are gonna be in Kingdom or not. I'm really happy that we got a chance to get introduced to other characters that we saw in the trailers, and everything else that I liked. I think this TV show was actually more darker than because I think this is sort of like you're watching like something real for I think with this one, I think this does feel like a Transformers. It is a Transformers adventure chapter mostly, and I think that's it mostly for Earthrise. And I think that's it for Earthrise mostly. I think that's all I gotta say for this review. I didn't want to give anything away if you have not watched the show this morning or today or whatever, or if you have watched the trailers at all. Watch the trailer before you watch this review. Actually, watch the trailers, watch the show before you watch this review. Boom. So that's all I gotta say for this for the Netflix for Earthrise for Earthrise. And that's about it. I'm really excited to what's gonna happen in Kingdom. Like I said, I can't wait for Kingdom to come out. Maybe next year, or I don't really know when Kingdom comes out. But I'm sure Netflix will let us know. And that's all I gotta say for this review. So be sure to be sure to like, subscribe, and press notification bar, and follow me on Instagram. Comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video. And thank you for watching.